Well, hello everyone. Thank you for joining me today. This is my first look at Snowtopia, which is a game that is going to be released on early access, I believe, on the 26th of January. This is the demo version, which is available now on Steam to download and try out. It's a little bit of an incomplete game, let's say, at the moment. There's not an awful lot to it. I've had a little go, and I've learned how to actually build some of the stuff and things, so it's not such a learning curve for me in this one, but I want to show it off because I love this game already. Now, it does remind me of games I used to play, like Ski Resort Tycoon, which were incredible back in the day, but let's say are a little bit old now, and I've not seen a game like this for some time, so I'm really excited to play it. And with the world being the way it is at the moment, and the fact that I can't go snowboarding myself, this is a nice, relaxing way to do it in the comfort of my own home. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Now, I'm going to go for the first level, but if you guys like this, I am more than happy to do another video on the next level, because I haven't actually played that one yet. So as you can see, up in the top left hand corner, we've got a few of the beginner instructions to get through, which is pretty simple. Rotate the camera, move forwards, backwards, in and out. So that's all the beginning stuff, and now we get to build a ski lift. Now what I'm going to do first is build a gondola, because they get through the most people. And it's all about making as many people use my slopes as possible. Let's stick this one right up here. As you can see at the moment, we've got a nice little stop sign saying it's not connected to anything. And then down here it's also showing that we have no operators. The top left you can see a few little things like achievements, happiness, attendance and volunteers. So the volunteers are the guys that actually do the work for you. So let's stick one of these in here. What I'm going to do is pause the game for a minute just so I can build a couple of slopes before any of the guests arrive and start getting angry at me. We're also going to need a maintenance workshop. Let's stick that in here. Oh, you can rotate them. Nice. Stick it like that. And stick a volunteer in that one. And then also we're going to need a groomer. Stick that. So. And again, and that's also going to need a volunteer. So now we have maintenance to cover our damages or the usage of this lifts and things. And we also have groomers that will actually piece bash the pistes back to a nice looking piste rather than it being mogully and all over the place. And as a snowboarder, I absolutely hate moguls. As if anyone else has ever done snowboarding before, they will know how irritating they are. So what I have discovered, the different ski runs are not the lengths of it, it's actually the width. As you can see, that's the large one. If I go back and do the small one, see there's a lot of difference between the size of the slopes. What we're going to do a large one first. So what I'm thinking, we will do a nice traversing run all the way down here and end this slope here. So then we can do another slope coming off of here. Also do another slope coming off of here. So let's give that a go. Should be a nice, easy little run for me. Okay, if we stop that like that with a double click, there we have our first ski run. As I say, that's a traversing run, so it's not the most exciting of things. Now let's go for a medium run. We can start this off of here. Trying. Ooh, it's going to be a black, is it? So. Now, I think I'm going to the wrong side of the mountain. Yes, I am. Let me right click on this. Start that again. Here is where we want to go. As you can see with the gondola, because they're so high, we can actually go underneath them. This down. We'll end this one here. Okay, so we started off with a red run. That looks quite a nice little slope. As you can see here, we've got priorities, the type of difficulty it is, which, can we change it? Oh, we can change it ourselves. Let's keep that as a telling us to do it as. We want that perfectly groomed because it's going to be a major slope. And priority level, let's do it high because I believe quite a few people are going to use this. Now what we can do is a second one, which is going to bring us down here. I believe you can still traverse it all the way around here, because later on I'm going to build another one here, which will take us up to this bit of the mountain. We can build another one here, which takes us all the way up to the top of this one. We can spread the skiers out as much as possible. What we could do for a nice easy bit of run, wide one down here, have another bit of traversing, which can go to about there. That one can then split and either come here and round, and then we can use this bowl over here, or we can carry it on and try and get it through here, but I'm probably going to make a chairlift at the bottom so we can get up to this bit from the base anyway. From here we can also come round, slope down here. So this is going to be a bit more of our adventurous skiers here, as we've got black and red everywhere. Though that looks orange to me, not red. And then we can join it up with this one. They all end in the same place. What I'm going to do is going to toggle run difficulty, just so we can see what we made. And I split this one. I come off about here. So we can make it over here too. Now I probably should have started off with easier slopes for the beginners out there, which I will have to do in a moment because we need to attract all types of skiers. That, to me, looks like we're utilising the hill quite nicely. Now, there is no money in the game that I've discovered, so you can build to your heart's content at the moment, which is great. Which means we can just play around as much as we want. So I reckon if we build a chair going up here, say about here. Yep, that looks nice. Do a couple of runs off here and try and make them a little bit gentler for some of the beginners out there. You can keep it blue or green. Now you can have little parts of red, and overall it should make the run a blue run. There we go. That's it. So now we have quite a nice little blue run for a bit of beginners. Now I found green runs are actually quite hard to make in this game. Medium side. Start it from up there. Because it usually wants to go to blue. If there's any sort of dips, it basically change it to blue. I think it's too steep. Cut back on ourselves. Trying to do is make the majority of it green. Hopefully that will stay as a green run for the very beginners. This one doesn't go. What we could do is a short. Oh no, there we go. We've got our first green run. It's nice. Here, carry on. If you want to be a bit more adventurous off of this bit. this one like so. Because I feel this is going to be quite popular. Oh, using all our volunteers already. Okay. Let's push play and get some of the people in. The only goals left we've got, I've just hidden it, but the only goals, 25 skiers, and then the final goal of 150 skiers. Now, when I first played this, I just kept building and building and building, and unfortunately I got to a point where the game was almost unplayable, because there was almost 2,500 guests in the park. Resort, should I say. And let's just say, when there was that many people in this area, it did not want to load. It's very, very choppy. Speed this up, because these gondolas are going very slow. With a gondola, how many passengers? See, we can do 75 skiers per day with only one volunteer. Now, they do run without volunteers, I believe. They do run very slowly. That closed. Ah, okay, so chairlifts don't work without volunteers. Oh, but now we have 21 guests in the resort. As you can see, we've got a few skiers. That means that unlocks another volunteer. I can do now, add one to there, and the chairlift is now open. So our resort is almost catering for everyone. Just need some of the black runs in here to get some of the more extreme skiers to have some fun. Probably going to do is a run off of here and down this way, join up down here, and also join it up here as well. Might make it go down here and round just to make it a bit more of an easier run. I think that's going to be a black run. If we toggle that, you can actually see the lines of how steep the hills are. It's nice when you do this. It's our happiness. Happiness hasn't changed yet, but I suppose no one's actually ridden one of the slopes. And I apologise for the random movements with the zooming in and out. That's me using my mouse wheel. And unfortunately, my mouse has decided to not work correctly anymore. So sometimes when you roll to zoom in, it decides to zoom out, and vice versa. It's a slow gondola. Now, if any of you are into skiing or snowboarding, to me that gondola reminds me of Big Red at Jackson Hole, which is somewhere I would very much like to go at some point. Say, I do like the music in the game. It's very relaxing and it's perfect for this type of game. So what else can we build while we're waiting? Kind of need to do a drag lift really, as we haven't got the volunteers. Don't know where I'm going to place a drag lift at the moment. There's lifts, if you see, can't be placed just... Oh, they can be placed anywhere. The skiers are not going to be able to get to here, I don't believe, unless we build a run to it. Let's try that. Let's stick that there to about there to make green runs. If it's going to be wide slope. That. Nice scenic. Just so more beginners can come to the park. still a bit further around then. Stick it like that. Now I wonder if I make a little ski path here, say that way, that work. Okay, right. Have a little uphill ski run apparently. Probably going to need a way back by the looks of things, so skiers can actually get back from here. It's going to be that. So you go into it that way and then out of it that way. Okay. See, now button lifts like this don't require a volunteer, but if you add a volunteer to it, it will make that go faster. Okay, some people are using it. Now, we can rename all the lifts and things, but for this playthrough I'm not going to bother. Ah. Looking very happy up there. Oh, and we've got a first star. Okay, so the more stars you unlock, the more volunteers you'll get. 100 more visitors in the resort, quite a few. 500 more visitors in the park. I don't know why I keep saying park, because there's no snow parks in the game yet. But I do hope they add that sort of thing. Oh, here we go. Look at him go. Snowplow the whole way down. Oh no, parallel. Into some more snowplow. There we go. Quite impressed they can move so well whilst on flat ground. Let's check out the other slopes. Now there is an attendance one, so we can see how busy the slopes are. Oh, there's quite a lot of using this, which was a red if I remember rightly. Yep. Everything seems to be okay at the moment though. When it gets very busy, this will start to change colour. Here, let's build another slope off of here. So, and you can't cross buttons apparently, which I know from real life you can, because I have been to many resorts where you have to cut across button runs, and you have to watch out for skiers being dragged up on the buttons. Okay, that's looking nice. Also thinking, how many volunteers? Well, we can do another volunteer. Really using the group. We can put another chair maybe up to here. We should be able to do a couple of runs down here as well. Chair. Up to here. Let's go about there. What I'm thinking, this might be able to come down and join the slopes here. So even if you go up on the gondola, because the chair's busy, you can still access to these runs here. Let's carry on this one. So that's a blue into a red, just because of the dangerousness of going down that. I mean, that is very narrow. And from here, you can build a slope back down to salt. Now, there's no terrain forming or anything in this, so you are limited to what the slopes are like already. or what the mountains are like, sorry, should I say. That's fine with me. Go for something a bit more gnarly. And join it onto there. So that's still red. Still no black runs. Extreme skiers are not going to be happy. Let's do a narrow ski slope on this one. Oop. Get something fast. We will join it on this one. And stayed red as well. What I'm going to do with this one though, set it to a hard slope, turn maintenance to bumpy field. That way, that is almost a mogul run, which I know some skiers like, but as I said earlier, I'm a snowboarder and I don't like that type of thing. I avoid them like the plague. And now we need a volunteer in there to get the chair working. I'm really excited for this to come out because I want to see more. Right, looking at this, we're going to need another groomer. 100% rating. We'll wait until we get one more volunteer and then we'll do another maintenance. Then when we start getting more, we'll allocate more. It will up the skier capacity per day. Run round here, I suppose, joining up maybe to this one. If you guys have ever been to a resort, you'll know there's quite a lot of different runs that usually come off main tracks, join up with other runs. That's what I'm trying to do here. Let's go this side of the god, make it again more gnarly. In like so. Come down here now, back down to the station, or if they want, they can turn around and go back onto that one. Now, as I say, what I also want to do is build something over here. Let's do a slope for now. Seriously, go down the slope and get stuck. Okay, I did not realise that would happen. I didn't think skiers would go on it with it not actually ending anywhere. Let's try and make this blue run so it doesn't limit the amount of people who get over here. So I reckon it's going to be over here. Going to need a path back to the resort. This. It's going. No, that's going the right way. So. Just for now, let's place this down. Say about there. Right to the top of the mountain. So. Skiers won't be able to get here yet, but let's start making some runs while we're still waiting for more people to join. Which one? That looks fun. Right. Spin the round. I was hoping this was going to be a black run. Yeah, look at that. There, like so. That's a black run. That's a nice black run. Very fast to me. Here we should join it up. So Actually, a wide slope. There. Now I have a way of accessing to it, and we're going to way out. We can go from there, there. Way in and a way out. Now what we could do is build another station down here to utilise this bit of the map. Then we also got down here as well. Oh, we actually have another resort over here. Ah, okay. So it looks like we can build multiple resorts. See if there's any. Ah, yes, there's one over here too. Okay, that's changed things up a bit. Could do here. Gondola up to here, then they can access all of this, and then if we do a slope down back to here, they can use all of this mountain. Doesn't that look nice? I do miss the mountains because I do love them so much. Beautiful, and you get to do some good sports while you're there. Now that looks like it should be a run as well. Let's do a large one. This one might be fast if we do that. Spin it this way. Nice extra run off of there. What I'm trying to do is spread the people out so they can use the lifts as they please, but then they can choose any of these runs, so hopefully things won't get so busy. 2 snow groomers already. Do another volunteer. I think we're going to need another group of things. Amount of runs I've already got. Then, no, I can't. Stick a group shed over here. Let's do it by. There we go. Unfortunately, you don't see the Peace Bashers working, but I hope when the game actually comes out, you'll see them drive out and bash the slopes. And I do hope we have a day and night cycle as well, because most Peace Bashers work in the evenings, because obviously guests are using the slopes during the day. Let's prep this area. Now, I've never built over here. I did not realise there was any resorts over here. You can put that. Join like so. Oh, look at that. Now this side has access to all these slopes. Build one following this contours around here, back down to this. Probably build a bit of a nice easier slope down around here. Let's do that. Large one. Might be a bit twisty, just so I can get staying as either a blue or a green. Like I said before, we can have little bits of red. That's a light turn. I suppose it doesn't matter too much as this is a very wide slope. That. Downhill. This way then. So, Okay, that's a nice blue run for them. Let's see. Side. Slope. High. Oh, no. Back run. There. That one's going to join up something wider. So let's go off here. The one thing I don't know how to do is edit the ski run once it's been made. Maybe I will delete that black run in a second, just so I realign it back to this. Can't see a way of editing because that edits the name, that just takes you to the run. Let's delete that. Let's go for a small, actually. This is realistic, it should take the width into consideration as well for how gnarly the run is. So there's less room to sort of stop, or like quite a lot of skiers, they'll go side to side the whole way down rather than going straight down. So the less room you have to do that, the more difficult it becomes. Let's open that up, so now we should get some guests starting to appear from here. Yes, we do. This is the other resort over here, so we can get them to join up. Don't like that at all, but hey, it works. Might actually be able to get it to go off here, maybe there. We'll see, we'll see. Might try and make another run back down. Or we could do a drag lift from here over to this side. This is probably where this place is going to start. I'm going to speed up a little bit, see if we get more guests in the park, start adding more volunteers. Who's not happy? Ex-ski teachers. Every turn I keep telling myself, bend your knees just in case. I mean, you're not wrong. You know, they seem happy. There we go, we've got another employee, so let's stick them on there. This now opens up this part of the mountain. While we're here, let's do another run. Here. It's fun. I might make it split. Good. No, it's not going to. Back round. Where are we? There's the gon. Oh yeah. Bring it back round here. So. Okay. So that's a red run. At least from here, you've got two different types. If you're not that confident on the black, you can red. See if I can get a small slope should do it. Let's delete that. Here. Okay, that works. So let's this. As you can see, we've already hit our goal of 150 skiers. And I'm not going to read all that out to you guys, but as you can see, it's still in development. But if you want to basically support them, you can join their Discord, sign up to their newsletter. They're on Twitter, Discord, Facebook, and Instagram, and also wishlist it on Steam. I'm going to carry on playing for a little bit more, just to get a few more runs in. Because I do not believe the game is particularly well optimized after you've got a certain amount of guests in the game. As I was saying earlier, I completely made the game crash and run ridiculously slowly, just because of the amount of guests I had on the mountain. Let's go this way though. Down a bit more. So. Definitely need more piece bashers because of the runs, but quite a few of the runs are showing that sign, and that to me means they need to be groomed. Shouldn't, because they're not finished yet. This one definitely needs to be groomed. Add another volunteer to there. I need some maintenance done, so we're going to have to build another one of these in a moment. Right, let's build it now. Wait till we get another volunteer. What I'd like to be able to do is to go into almost first person view. Oh no, that's just following you. Let's see what they're going to go on. So they're advanced ski teachers. They should be pretty competent to go on most of the runs. All of the runs, I would hope, as being a teacher. Now, I didn't realise you could quite do this, so I'm going to stick with it for a moment, sit back and see where they go. When we get to the top of the gondola, I will slow the speed down. Camera. Oh, because if we click off of it, it's skier. Okay, so glad I did that. Let's slow it down now, and when the next guests come out, so we'll click one of those. He's saying I didn't notice bubbles before. Come on, where's the skiers? Thought they're all going this way. Let's follow them down. Come on, clumsy rider. Now, I'm guessing the colour of their jackets is their level of skill when it comes to the skiing. Guessing red is better. Oh, they're a bit worried. So that's what the little speech bubble was about. Oh, they're not happy. Why did you choose to go on this run? This isn't a beginner run from what I remember. No, it's a red run. So if you're a clumsy skier, why aren't you on the blues? The mood is going right down. It's kind of your fault for choosing this run. I thought you don't understand what the different ski runs are. And I'm guessing because there's 0 hours left, they're going to disappear. Yes. So there, that was a bit odd. In my eyes, if you were scared of doing that run, why aren't you over here on the greens and blues? I understand it's nice up there, but it does state it is a red run. But if it's because this is blue, let me change that to hard. It's red all the way. Maybe then they will go that way. Oh yeah, we've got someone going down this side. How do they feel? Yeah, their mood is going up. They feel confident to go on a blue run. Oh. Straight through the gondola support. Nice. Oh, yeah. This is going right up. They do like a bit of speed. Don't like it when it goes flat. Which, in my history of going skiing, flats aren't that bad on skis, so you shouldn't be complaining too much. At least you have poles to push you along. Oh, right in the corner. Oh, and do some parallel turns. There you go, starting to. Look at all these people. Hey! They were very happy with that. I'm guessing that's what the fireworks are for. Oh, we haven't got any volunteers. So... Is he over here? Oh, blimey. So we're going to need a lot more volunteers at this moment in time. No 3 stars yet. Oh, it's because we got the 100 more, I see. We haven't got any gold stars yet. What does it take to get a gold star? Guessing it's their happiness level, but I'm not actually 100% sure on that. You. Oh, you're the ex-ski teacher. Yes. Look at them getting angry because they're having to wait. That's the case. Which is this one being done? Let's take that off then. Stick you there. Let's up that. Doubled. Yeah, pretty much 150. I think it was 75 to begin with. Now having repairs being done on it. But that is pretty much the whole game as it is so far. It's just pretty much trying to get more stars, to get more volunteers, and then trying to fill up the mountain as much as possible. So what I'm going to do, I'm probably going to call this video here. I may carry on and leave it running, just so we get more and more sort of guests come into the park, then more volunteers. What I might do is then show you what the game looks like once that's happened, once I've tried to fill up the whole mountain. But before, as I say, I had so many runs coming to this bit, the game didn't run very well, it didn't like what I was doing, which, I get that, it's an alpha game, and probably isn't optimized or anything yet. But hey, I really like this game so much that I cannot wait for 2 days to pass so I can actually buy the early access. But right, as I say, I'm going to call it here, guys. I want to thank you for joining me today, and if this is your first time on the channel, please smash that like button, and if you want to see more of my content, hit that subscribe button as well and turn the notifications to all, and then you will always be alerted when a new video or live stream is going to come out. I want to thank you guys again for being with me today, and I will catch you guys on the next one.